Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a first time watcher, glad to have you here. If you're a returning favorite, welcome on back. So today we're talking about the 6 new Kringle Candle fragrances for fall of 2025. They do launch tomorrow, July 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kringle was nice enough to send these over for me to review for you guys. I did post a preview video last week. And today I have a post-burn review of all 6 of these fragrances. So they are coming out in 4-wick, the standard 2-wick large jar, wax melt, and daylights. So medium jar, 3-wick jar out as of now. I think that's the way it's going to stay for the foreseeable future, because there are some other new vessels in the works, so stay tuned when I have more information on that. This is also the first collection, the first fall collection where Country is not having a release, right? So Country Candle, they were retired last in the springtime. So what's left on the website is basically, what's on there. So no new Country Candle fragrances will be coming out. And of course, you can always save 15% on your order with my code phillycandleman. I will put that in the description below. Alright, so let's get into it here. Let's go over to 6 and we'll go into it a little quicker here. Apple Rum Cake. That's going to go quick. Rosewood and Viviver. Amberwood and Moss. And again, these are all 100% soy wax. They've been doing that for about 1.5 years now, 2 years maybe. Velvet Fig on that one. Whiskey and Embers. And then last, but not least, Vancouver Cabin. Alright, so I have some notes written down on some of these, including the scent throw, so I'm going to give you all that. So let's start with Velvet Fig. Velvet Fig. So this is one that on initial burn, or initial smell rather, was kind of like a real creamy, almost like cashmere-like fragrance quality to it. However, when it burnt, and this happens most of the time, some of the time, most of the time, maybe, when candles burn, right, and they get hot and they go to release, this became more of a cognac scent, right? A cognac fig scent. So while not overly boozy, the cognac note was certainly pleasant and there, and it made it into a nice warm fragrance. Still cozy, but not cashmere sweater like. So the notes on this one read sweet, cognac, creamy, fig, amber, tonka, and woody. Right. So that cognac really did come out. It did not come out on cold. So it came out in the fig and the woodiness. So it does become a nice, warm, cozy fragrance. I'm not a huge fan of boozy scents. You guys know that. Some of them I can handle. Most of them I cannot. This one was fine by me. So, Velvet Fig. There you have it there. Scent throw on this guy was an 8. So it was definitely one of the stronger ones. None of these had any kind of burning issues. If you want to, we'll go to a Vancouver Cabin here. So Vancouver Cabin, while not really a burning issue, it's just something that I noticed. I felt that this one burned hotter and quicker than the rest. I'm giving it a 7 on the scent throw, and that's fine for this one for me. But yeah, I'm giving it it burned a little hotter and faster, in my opinion, right? And I did trim all these wicks before first burn. So they were tall. I did trim every wick before lighting it for the first time. So I kind of wish that the Vancouver Cabin was kind of more like the Velvet Fig and maybe the Whiskey and Embers there. This one is bergamot, cedar, balsamic, wood, patchouli, moss, and amber. So you get that patchouli and that mossy note on the ground, kind of like a wetness on the ground there. You got a little bit of brightness coming in from the bergamot. And overall, it is more of a masculine kind of cabin fragrance. If you had put maybe a smoky note in here, then it would really be a true cabin fragrance, in my opinion. But 7 on the throw. It was a quick burner, in my opinion. Just a heads up there, and I'm saying in my opinion too much. I'm going to stop that. Yeah, I love the label on this. Beautiful label. Can't wait to see what it looks like in a 4-wick. Expand out a little bit. Gorgeous, gorgeous label. And that's somewhere around here. So get those two out of the way. Okay, let's go into Amberwood and Moss. So this is the one that I stated could be more for Christmas time. And after burning it, I am sticking to that because I do think it could be burnt at Christmas time. Definitely end of the fall, but early fall to me, this was at least around here, maybe up in New England, right? I went to school in New England, you know, actually about an hour or so away from Kringle and Yankee in Connecticut. But I do stand by this could definitely be a Christmas fragrance, kind of a cousin to Christmas, right? The Siberian fir. This has other kind of fur in it. So, scent throw on this was an 8. What I picked up on this was really the greens and the green notes, the fir and the moss. So, you get that cool ozony note with the fir. Not quite a snow, right? That's what kind of differentiates this from a true Christmas fragrance, is in that those you do get the really cool snowy accord fragrances in that. This you get a little bit of that, but not much. Scent throw on this was about an 8. And I'm going to have all the scent notes in the description below, including the they want to have the verbiage as well as what they say about it. So that's one thing that Kringle is giving us now, is they're giving us a little write-up about the fragrance, which is pretty cool. So kind of like what you guys see on the website, we're getting that ahead of time now, which is nice. But yeah, so there you go. It's a nice fragrance. Like I said, I would go more towards Christmas on this one. Breaking stuff, not really. Okay, let's go with this one here. I said that was an 8 on the throw. Rosewood and Viviver. Holy cow. This is a 9 on a throw. This was so freaking strong. But this is probably, it's honestly probably my least favorite in this collection. I think it's just because it's got, so in those it's amber, wood, floral, fruit, and tobacco leaf. So like I think that fruit note is throwing me off on this. I think if you took the fruit note out, the amber, the tobacco leaf, and the woodiness, it would be a really nice fragrance. Especially like, you know, the rosewood there, the vetiver. I love the label. Label's nice, but strong. It's a 9. I had to put it out because it was just really overbearing. And especially if it wasn't one of my favorite fragrances in this collection. But for those of you who do like those notes and the fruit notes, probably you're gonna like it. Not for me. Next we have, okay, Whiskey and Embers. So Whiskey and Embers, this is around a 7 as well. Or, well, not as well, but, you know. Label, love it, right? Christmas, fall, winter, all day long. So again, this was a 7. Could it have been a little stronger? Probably, if the smokiness came out more in this, right? So really getting the whiskey and a little bit of the smoldering smoke in here. If it were to get amped up a little bit, I would like to see the whiskey come down a little bit and the smoky come up. Because Kringle does some really good smoky fragrances. They had the fire scent last year. This one, Barnboard. Remember that one? Remember that one? Now we're throwing it back. It was like a woody, smoky fragrance. That was amazing. Barnboard. Overall, this is really, it's pretty. It's nice. I like it a lot. It's a perfect fall fragrance. Like this could have been Vancouver Cabin, right? This label, this scent, call it Vancouver Cabin, game over, right? That's what we got with that. Probably gonna get a forework in this, but this one right here coming up, it's my prediction to sell out. First, apple rum cake, and it's amazing. Hands down, it's amazing. It is a classic spiced apple cake fragrance from like the 90s, right? Like Yankee could have done this. You know, in that old school farmhouse feel. Just, you know, the wooden cabinets and the hutches. I mean, this is just the perfect fall gourmand, and it's the only gourmand in here. Now, what's also interesting is, and I said this before, but almost every fragrance has amber in it, but there's no pumpkins, right? So it's kind of weird that we don't have a pumpkin, but I think they might be holding the pumpkins back maybe for a reserve launch later, like in September, like they did last year. So not sure if that's true or not, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. But man, so spiced rum, apple, cinnamon spice, everything that you want that a spiced apple gourmand scent should be, that you would make yourself, that you would go into the Amish, that you would go into a farmhouse in New England. This is what it is. And scent throw, again, was an 8 on this one. So this one, I'm definitely getting in a 4-wick. I think it's going to sell out. I don't know what their inventory looks like, but usually scents in the main line don't really sell out, at least like, you know, like not right away. So it might not sell out per se, but I think it's going to be the most popular one because it's the only gourmand in here. People love Kringle's gourmands. I mean, there's a reason for it. They're great. But yeah, just need more of this. Need more of that. Wax melt, get it. You know, I'm just going to get in a few formats there. So, again, these launch tomorrow. You can save 15% with my code phillycandleman. All that information is going to be in the description below. So yeah, stay tuned. Going to have more stuff coming in the next few weeks. We're in fall mode, right? We're in, you know, we're in that mode. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all real soon. Stay safe out there.